Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of the Long Dark in our Against All Odds series. So, we have rid ourselves of the jackass wolves that have been tormenting us for the past couple of episodes, or at least I think we have. There could be wolves in the mine just to mess with me and just to throw me off completely. But no, there's not going to be wolves in the mine. But we are going to now go to Pleasant Valley. Why? I'm not sure. I'm really not. But we've dropped a bunch of stuff here to kind of hang out and wait for us on the trek back. I badly need a sewing kit, which actually that's a pretty good reason to need to go to Pleasant Valley. So let's just stick with that. We need sewing kits. We don't just need a sewing kit, we need sewing kits. Plural. And I believe I've already been through here. Yes, I have. Yeah, I dipped in here previously when I was kind of cornered by a wolf, and I was like, well, might as well come in here and see what I can find. But now we're actually headed to the Pleasant Valley side of things. Let me go through this direction. Again, I think I already came down this way. Did a little bit of exploring. Yeah, I remember seeing this. I remember. And of course, the reason we need sewing kits is that we are dreadfully light on... We've already been in here too, right? Yeah, we have. We are dreadfully light on clothing that's actually in good shape. Well, not dreadfully light. That's an exaggeration. But we need to repair our stuff. Yeah, I've already come through here. How are we doing on hunger and thirst? Actually, since I'm encumbered so much, probably behoove me to go ahead and drink some water. Free up a little bit of my burden there. Not a lot, but since we're so tired, may as well do that. Watch Pleasant Valley be, like, amazingly perfect as far as its weather goes. You're all going, Hadrian, shh, shh. Don't say it. I know. It never happens, ever. This is me just trying to unjinx it. And now I jinxed it again by saying that. Alright, so here's some more coal, but we're going to leave the coal. Did I... Aha! Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. Like, when I was going around all the different pathways a second ago trying to figure out, like, why the mine didn't look the way I normally expected to, it's because I'm so used to starting in Pleasant Valley in recent playthroughs of this game. And this is the first time I've been coming from the opposite direction. So now everything looks the way I expect it to. Man. All right. Do I need this torch, though?
Nobody needs this anymore.
Honestly, I'm going to leave it. I don't need it. Okay, now this makes a bit more sense. Let me take a look around here. Just lots of coal laying around. Yeah, there's some stuff up there that I've got to get. All right. This makes so much more sense. I'm glad that nothing ever jumps out at me. I think I saw some bullets here. It's good. I'm glad nothing ever jumps out at you in these mines. That'd be suitably terrifying. I've mentioned this before, but they do have on the roadmap the possibility of non-player characters in the sandbox, which is only a little bit terrifying. Like, it would, you know, and hopefully this is something that they would be able to add. And Raphael did tell me something to that effect a while back. I don't remember what specifically he said, and plans may have changed, but he was saying something to the effect of, you know, that they would definitely, you know, preserve options to keep the experience in Sandbox as we know it. But they do want to add the possibility of there being non-player characters, like people you can run into. So whether or not it'd be people that would jump out at you and scare the crap out of you in caves, who knows? But that is something that they're thinking about. Which is interesting. I like the idea. I just think it would be such a dramatic change, and I would like the option to maybe turn them on or off. Oh, that just sounds like a typical Pleasant Valley welcome. That's what that is. Okay, here's a wool scarf. That's at least nice. Yep, Pleasant Valley's being Pleasant Valley. That's hilarious. We walk up and we can literally hear a blizzard outside. Okay, whatever. Now, a wool scarf is not going to be better, yeah, than our toque. And we're encumbered, too, so we can't even... Are you serious, game? Oh my god. Oh my god, what a joke. Alright. Pleasant Valley is... Why did I come here again? Oh yeah, sewing kits. Yeah, that's why. Okay. It's noon, so at least we have time. And tell you what, we can actually afford, believe it or not, to eat some stuff. I make it sound like it's so shocking. Believe it or not, we can afford to eat some stuff. No, we're gonna eat a few of our snacks here. I'm even gonna drink some tea. Get some improved rest. For no reason whatsoever. I don't know why I did that. That was barely necessary. But now, actually, I don't hear the blizzard anymore. Oh no, just kidding. It's still going. Yeah, it's strange. Hang on, maybe if we step away from it and then step back, we'll hear it again. No? That's weird. Okay. Ambient sound's not working 100% perfectly, but what we're going to do is, if I can remember what button to hit, we're just going to pass some time for a bit. Or, is there anything else I can do, really? Not particularly. We don't have any books to read. So yeah, let's pass the time for 2 hours. I wish the indicator would show something along the lines of, it's blizzardy outside, the same way that the question marks used to show that it's blizzardy. Of course it's still blizzardy. Yeah, the question marks were always a good way to tell that it was crappy outside. Right now, the new day-night indicator doesn't have anything to indicate fogginess or blizzardiness or anything like that. So, let's... we're going to do this for 1 hour at a time. Okay, I think I saw the light change for a second there. That might indicate that it's passed. Yeah, it is actually better. All right, feels like 42. Yeah, still... really, really white. Oh yeah, this is a typical Pleasant Valley welcome. Kind of a pretty view, but just snow everywhere. Blizzard is on its way out, and we are warm enough, so I'm just gonna walk this direction and try not to get my face eaten off by a bear. Wish me luck. Hello, old man's beard? Old's man beard? I don't know. Old man beards? Old's man's beards? Okay. Stones. Stick. Stick, stick. I've already got lots of sticks on me, don't I? Let me double check. Yeah. Technically I need 15 on me at all times. I'm already pretty encumbered though, so my inclination to pick more things up should be weakening right now, not strengthening. Okay, it seems like the white fog of death is clearing. Is the temperature rising? No, temperature's actually dropping a little bit. But the extra 2 degrees might have just been because we were shielded from the wind, so who the bloody hell knows. So let's go wide here, because you never know. There could be a wolf or a bear right here. We are on Stalker difficulty, so increased wolf population in this area is expected. We're not playing on Interloper. The past several times I've been in this area, I have been on Interloper difficulty, on or off YouTube. So I don't trust the game to give me a merciful wildlife population at present. At Pleasant. No. At Pleasant Valley or at the present time. In neither instance, time nor place, do I expect there to be fair treatment. The only solace is that we're not playing on Interloper difficulty level, so... And we're at 100% condition, which is actually kind of nice. That'd be nice in the Interloper playthrough right now, wouldn't it? That'd be a nice change of pace. Okay. Yeah, no wolves. Actually, not a single wolf in sight. I was expecting to see at least one. There's got to be one on the road down below us. That's got to be where he is. And I can't remember if there's actually a way down to the road from here if I'm walking up to a cliff. I think I'm walking up to a cliff. Feels like 37 degrees. Okay, so is Pleasant Valley going to be Pleasant Valley? Is that what's about to happen right now? Yeah, I'm walking up on a cliff. But this could be a good way to spot for a wolf. Yeah, it's getting colder quickly. We're gonna have to go around. Are you really gonna do this, game? A blizzard just ended. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have had my trials and tribulations in Pleasant Valley. Most of which you have witnessed and seen me rage. And laughed and or cried with me. Laughed and cried at the same time, perhaps. But I don't think I've ever witnessed 2 literal back-to-back blizzards. Like where a blizzard stops, and then within an hour or 2 of game time, just an hour or 2 of game time, there's another one. That would be quick. I feel like I've seen blizzards that kind of go until the end of a day, and then you're like, oh, sweet, okay. You know, day's ending, blizzard's ending, I'll go to sleep, and then I'll wake up, and it'll be great, and then there's a blizzard again in the morning. That's typical Pleasant Valley, and that's the reason I do Pleasant Valley rants. But, okay, actually seems like, oh, 43, okay. Well, we're blocked from the wind, so that's that, but... Timberwolf Mountain is, of course, that direction. We'll go there eventually, but first I need to just search Pleasant Valley for anything resembling sewing kits as I kick something at my feet. My actual feet, not my character's feet. Should be coming up on some houses around this bend. And hopefully not as many burned out. Whoa. I heard footsteps. I definitely heard footsteps. I know I'm not crazy. And when we were leaving Pleasant Valley at the end of the last episode, we definitely had a wolf on our tail that didn't bark. Oh, there's one. Okay, I'm gonna get right here and crouch. Because we're warm enough at present, we don't have to worry about getting too cold out here. I want to make sure that wolf saunters off somewhere else. Damn it. Alright, so that house is burned out. That one between those 2 trees front and center is standing, but that's an under construction house, and that house is standing. Okay, I can't see where the bloody wolf went. Where are you? I am taking this wide as I can. The sky's actually clearing. That's good. Okay. Those are normal crows, not bear crows. Alright, there's the wolf. If I can stay close to the rock, I think I can make it without being spotted, especially if he doesn't turn around like a jerk. So don't turn around like a jerk, please. Or turn around at all. Don't even turn around politely. I'm just gonna walk over here to this here house, and you're gonna be gone, and you're gonna leave me alone, aren't you? Thanks. Appreciate it. Okay. Now, is this going to do what I think it's going to do? Yeah, this is definitely a TARDIS house. Let's take a second to appreciate this moment. Look for a moment at the house we're walking into. Look at this. Okay? Got a good picture? Got it? Got it? Okay, now we're going to step back inside. It's literally, we're in the TARDIS. There's no question. It's bigger on the inside. Alright. Let's see if we can find some sewing kits. Plural. In this one house. Right, there's a thin wool sweater. That's nice, but I... Again, the game has been very generous with giving me cloth, but... I need the things that can get rid of the cloth. Things that can expend the cloth. Oh, hello. Condensed milk and orange soda. And... anything in the oven? No, of course not. Why would the game put something in the oven? More condensed milk. All right. The good thing about coming to Pleasant Valley is that we will also find lots of food here. Pleasant Valley on Stalker, especially when you explore it swiftly, is pretty generous. The weather's not, but the loot is generous. I say that, and we're not going to find a single sewing kit for the rest of this episode. But seriously, it's usually pretty nice. All right, check the fridge. Orange soda. We are really encumbered. Lantern fuel, granola bar. Bandage. Stacy's grape soda. Wool socks. Do I have 2 pairs of wool socks on? Yeah, I do. I really don't want to take this half a gallon of water because it's going to be heavy, but I'd rather go ahead and have it just so that... Yeah, I know, which is why we're going to be real careful. But relax, we need to keep moving for a bit. All right, let's go upstairs and see what we can find. Dead guy? Dead guy? Yep, dead guy. There's a light shell. Ooh, that could replace our windbreaker, technically. I think the shell is actually better than the windbreaker, so that could be a good replacement item. But what I really need replaced is my 0 sewing kits. That's the statistic that I would like improved. Yeah, we've got the new Mariner's Peacoat right now, and the shell, yes, he has really good wind protection, but we have nothing to repair it with. Do I want to see how encumbered we are? Jesus. Okay. Here's what needs to happen. I need to just... Let's first of all consume some of this condensed milk. And I'm going to actually rest here for a bit. We're going to recover our... We don't have any condition to recover, but let's go ahead and drink this too because its condition is pretty low. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. We've got some decent weather at the moment, so I'm going to try and keep moving while I can. Just try and stay mobile. Oh, I've already looked through that. Okay, now the game's going to do its freezing thing. Come on. Gotta find us a sewing kit. Gotta prove me wrong about not finding one for this entire freaking episode. Gotta prove myself wrong, I suppose. Starting to get pretty tired, too. And with good reason, we're walking around encumbered everywhere. There he is. Alright, so I'm actually, just to get away from the wolf, if you didn't see him, he's over there. Just to get away from the wolf, I'm actually going to walk across here and go to the shop. But also, there's a chance that I'll actually find a sewing kit in the shop. I've never seen the shop burn down. Even in Interloper, it's always standing, so I don't think they have an option for the shop to burn down. Now that I've said that, the shop will be burned down. But you get the idea. Like, I'm very confident there's going to be a building on the other side here that is not only standing, but could have what I need in it because of the type of items that typically spawn inside it. And I'm hoping for a high condition sewing kit. Excuse me. Okay, the shop and the under construction house next to it are standing. Feels like 35 degrees. Alright, back door of the shop. And thankfully, since it's a good time of day, we'll be able to see if there's anything hiding. Nice! Balaclava! Okay. So that's one of the better head covering items. And we finally found a book! It's a cooking book. Not a cookbook, but a cooking book. Something for us to read. I didn't think... I don't believe...
This will come in handy.
Aren't these also one of the better items in the game? Flare shell, okay. I don't know that I've seen the ski gloves before. Okay, no sewing kits down there. I remember during a past playthrough there was a sewing kit down there. 2 accelerant, nice. But I didn't see it. Peanut butter, nice. Again, very generous. And this fridge is still bugged. Water bottle. And what sucks about the fridge being bugged is that I can't see. Hang on, let's use the lantern just to make absolutely sure there's nothing else in there. Nope, we're good. All right. Newsprint. Newsprint. Cardboard matches. Book. Hey, sewing kit. All right. We're in business. What condition? 100% sewing kit. That's even better. That's even better. All right. There's some pork and beans. There's some beef jerky. There's a soda in the fridge. See, that's what it should look like. Not that. That. All right. And I do need to rest. I guess I should put the lantern away, shouldn't I? There's a wolf right there. All right, nothing in the mailbox. All right, so I need... The only reason I'm not already repairing stuff is I need a place to rest. I need a bed. I'm trying to think about where the best spot to be would... where the best spot would be for that. I could go right back across one of the houses I first poked my head in a second ago. There's a wolf near there, so I'd prefer not to walk straight back towards a wolf. But might be the best course of action. Let me briefly turn this on, make sure that... Nothing, nothing, nothing. Oh, wait. Hello, painkillers. Alright, look through that, I believe. Yes, I did. There's some reclaimed wood, but I'm already encumbered enough. Alright, so yeah. I have a couple of options. Weather's pretty decent at present. I could trudge slowly down the road towards the barn, but it would take a while. I think I'd rather... Yeah, I'm gonna play this smart. The wind is, of course, blowing in my face. Oh my god, you're such a jerk, game. That's the direction I need to walk while I'm encumbered, and you're going to slow me down even more. Why? And we're within the 3-minute mark of ending the episode, so here, let's just make the last few minutes of this episode incredibly painful for everyone by blowing the wind in the exact opposite direction that Hadrian needs to be moving. For no good reason whatsoever. Aside from pure, unadulterated sadism. Of the people watching and laughing. Alright, so... a little nervous about where the wolf is going to be as I come across this bridge. Because of course I didn't come across the bridge last time. There's the wolf right there. Yep, and that's why I'm nervous. At the rate I'm moving, with the wind blowing in my face, I would not be able to get past him. So we're going to have to go down across the ravine, and I can't run because I'm that encumbered. All I need is a bed, because I don't have a bedroll, because I left it behind, because I knew I was coming to Pleasant Valley, and there'd be lots of beds. And there are lots of beds, but it does mean that we are limited in where we can rest. And a few people ask me, are you sure you want to leave your bedroll, excuse me, and yes, the answer is definitely yes. We have a lot of stuff right now, and I knew that I'd be coming to Pleasant Valley and finding a lot more stuff. I will concede the point if I can search all of Pleasant Valley, not find a second bedroll, and then not have any means of getting to Timberwolf Mountain, to the summit of Timberwolf Mountain because I don't have a bedroll. But I think the chances are pretty good we'll find another one. So, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Pretty damn tired at this point. It's also getting late in the day, so it does feel like 27. We are officially and finally cold. Took forever, but we're there. See, this is only a little bit terrifying. I don't know where the wolf is. He could be right in front of me. And because I'm very encumbered, This could really put my life in danger. I'm going to move very slowly here. I know this is painful, but this is going to reduce our detection range a little bit. Son of a bitch. We're not getting away from this. Good. Scared him away. Didn't scare him far, though. I knew that was going to happen. So yeah, again, blunt instruments, scares the wolf off, really quick fight. Barely lost any condition, only sprained our ankle a little bit. Now we can come in here and rest. Knew that was going to happen. I heard that. You probably heard it too if you've got your speakers on. If you're listening on headphones, you probably heard the nearby footstep. I heard it too. I just didn't want to talk over any. Oh man, the peanut butter's only 10%. 10% peanut butter, man. That sucks. All right. All right. Before I end this, we've got a sewing kit that we've been waiting to use. Oh wait, I also have a sprain, don't I? Do I have any other medical conditions? Sprained ankle. Okay, that's going to heal over time, so I'm going to rest here anyway. That's fine. So yeah, let's go ahead and repair a bunch of stuff. The worn light shell. We also need to harvest a few things. Let's harvest that. What's funny is that we actually need to rest a little bit before we repair anything, because we're going to run out of daylight. We're not going to be able to repair anything at night, but we can harvest things. Harvest things we don't need. Eat things we don't need. Drink things we don't... Well, eat things we do need. Drink things we do need. You know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. Let's harvest this. And... done. No, actually not done. Why did I say done? I'm nowhere near done. Okay, the balaclava might be worth putting on at the end of all this, but... hang on. Alright, what I'm going to do is go ahead and sleep. Sleep with the dead guy. Who's excited? Let's come in here. Okay. I will go ahead and drink. I don't need to improve my rest, so we'll save the teas. But I'm going to drink a couple of these sodas, because that'll free up some weight before we go to sleep. Alright, and that's my thirst. Now sleep for as long as you'll let me. Sprained ankle healed. $10 days, 23 hours, 35 minutes. The sun is coming up. Let's go ahead and drink a few more of these sodas. Get our calories back up. And I think I'll top off my thirst meter there. And we're in pretty good shape. I hate that the peanut butter is such low condition. That makes me so sad. Okie dokie, what have I got? I've got to go ahead and repair a bunch of stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and repair the stuff that needs it the most. And maybe get some repair skill out of it. That would be nice. And not accidentally harvest anything either. That would also be nice. Okay, so that's fully repaired. Shoes need some repair. I'm going to be pretty indiscriminate here because everything needs it. And we need to get rid of materials, so it really doesn't matter what I repair first. We also do need to repair the shell, so I want to go ahead and repair that up and see what kind of benefits we would get from wearing it. And also those gloves I'm curious about. I can't remember how they compare to the gloves we're already wearing, so we're going to have to find out by fully repairing them. Alright, so the shell is repaired. Yeah, we're going to be a lot warmer now as a result of this as well. There's Pleasant Valley being Pleasant Valley. I love so much that they finally put the repair button on top of the harvest button. It just makes so much more sense. It's the first option you go to rather than the second. It's much less likely, I think, that you make mistakes that way. All right, so hang on. This is the other good thing about what we're doing. We are rapidly going through cloth. Right, yeah, peanut butter's down to 9%. We just need to get rid of that. There's no point in having it on us. It's heavy, it's a pound. Just need to drop it. You guys have probably been saying that already while I've been recording. So, let's see. Yeah, we got a few items that we're still wearing that are quite low in condition. So we still got some work to do. Let's see how these look when they're better. So this might need one. Nope, that's all it needed. And these will need... Nope, just one repair. Okay. It says repair amount 55, so I know this one repair is going to take care of the whole thing. You can always see, of course, how much a repair is going to help you. Like this, for instance. This is going to fully repair these earmuffs in one go. Alright, so that's that. Now, let's go ahead and repair... Yeah, same here. Let's go ahead and repair the balaclava and see how it compares. I think it's better. It should be better than the wool toque. It absolutely should be. But I just don't remember for sure. Alright, so... Oh yeah, it's totally better. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's better in both senses. Okay. Now, granted, this thing's condition is a little bit lower, but the wind protection of the balaclava is particularly good. So let's go ahead and wear that. God, we look like such a freak. Yeah, let's continue to wear that. That's fine. Now, on the outer layer here, I think I do want to wear... Yeah, we're going to wear the shell. And then we're going to put the Mariner's pea coat on here. And then what else do I need to repair? I probably would benefit from going ahead and repairing this thing. There we go. As well as this underwear. Didn't realize that was at 86%. So at this point, it's making smaller differences, but hey, we're in Pleasant Valley. Every little bit counts. Yeah, I'm happy with that. We'll stick with that for now. And now let's see how the gloves compare. Because that was the other question, wasn't it? They are better. They're going to reduce my movement a little bit, which is dumb. They're also... Ooh. Ugh. The gloves weigh a pound. I don't want that. I don't want gloves that heavy. That's not necessary. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to... Let's take some heavy stuff and put it away. We have... Let's see. We don't need all three of those books. I'll keep the 14 cloth on me. We don't need the simple tools because we've got quality tools. Let's go ahead and sort by type so we can see what we're throwing away and keeping. Yeah, I'll keep all that stuff. I'm definitely looking to put stuff down that I'm not going to be picking back up. I'll go ahead and put the vest down. I'm also going to put the ski gloves down too. So, I mean, there's a possibility I could come back for this stuff. I'll remember that it's here, but I definitely need to put that away. Pork and beans probably need to be eaten as soon as possible. Let's put these two flares away as well. I'm carrying a lot here. Sewing kit's already almost gone. We just used so much of that one sewing kit. All right, now we're still encumbered, believe it or not. Mainly on account of the water that we're carrying. What else are we carrying that's so damn heavy? And mind you, this is without a bedroll. Could it be charcoal that we're carrying? Is that it? Hang on. Just what's the heavy stuff? The new Mariner's pea coat is actually pretty heavy. The gun is, of course, heavy. Carrying a hatchet. Yeah, the charcoal is 2 pounds, but that's not... Yeah, we are just very, very weighed down by everything we're carrying right now. All right, tell you what. I don't know why I keep doing this. I used to be much better about this, but we're at the 35-minute mark. Let me go ahead and... Oh, lamp's already full. Why is it still showing the refuel option then? All right, so that took away a little bit of weight, I think, but let's see. We're at the pretty much the end of the day here. I do need to eat really quickly before I go to sleep, but yeah, we need to end this episode. I wanted to get that repairing done before I finish this, just because that's why we came here, man. I wanted to give myself and you guys the satisfaction, but we're 10 minutes overtime here. And I've got some other stuff to do, so let's eat the condensed milk as well. I guess we are carrying a good amount of food. That definitely contributes to the weight issue. Okay. And then let's go ahead and sleep as long as the game will let us. And on that note, I will go ahead and stop this one here. I need to record an episode of the Interloper run now, and hopefully I will survive. We'll see how it goes. It's going to be the one that you're actually about to watch, so I'm going to dive right into that in just a second. But thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes, as usual, are coming out every day. Right now, the channel's on half schedule, so if you missed the announcement, hey, Pleasant Valley, how's it going? I hear you. If you missed the announcement, we're doing new Long Dark content every other day and new content in the 12 p.m. slot every other day, alternating for the next little while, just while I get ahead of a couple of things schedule-wise for the channel and otherwise. So if you missed that, just check the recent videos. You'll see it with the half-schedule announcement. But yeah, normally it's every day at 6. Right now, every other day. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.